Within the quality of the manifest absolute, both is the love, the presence, and the pure awareness. And the presence quality is one of, as I mentioned, a kind of here-ness or nowness. There's a really felt sense of immediacy. So it's this moment, and we get that this is the only moment that exists. Anything in the past, anything in the future are just concepts. They're not reality. This is the only reality there is. And this is where everything is happening. And that's why when we contact the absolute, it's so significant because we're totally immersed in the moment. We're fully here. We're fully open, or maybe not fully open, but we're fully present with the love and the presence qualities. So it's very healing, and it begins to help us right. It's kind of like our compass begins to point to true north in some ways as we make more and more contact here. And we'll notice that as we deepen contact with the love and presence, that the various conceptual attachments we have to our body about our physicality, our reality, I'm my mind, I'm my body, those things begin to soften. As Derek was saying, parts of his body were missing. That's not uncommon. Maureen sounds like all of her body was missing. Again, not uncommon, but it shows that awareness can abide there in the absolute very comfortably. We don't need the body. Part of our orienting to the present moment, being the only unit of time, is that if we're abiding in the past, we're typically replaying memories, either through some form of remorse or regret, or we're imagining what would have happened if we had taken a different turn or different choice. If I had dated that person, if I had taken that job, if I had gone to school here or there, all the different life changes that might have engendered. And then in the future, it's typically around planning. And planning is one of the ways that people self-soothe. If I can plan for the future, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm not going to have unexpected things happen. And we believe that it will narrow our possibilities to beneficial, good choices. It's not necessarily true, but that's the belief that we have. So when I talk about presence, it's a non-conceptual beingness. It's that here-ness quality some of you were pointing to and you're sharing, the here-ness and now-ness of it, the real immediacy. And so one of the ways that we can orient towards this in meditation is a practice that I call I am. And I'll guide you through a meditation. And what we're going to do when we get sort of to the love aspect again is we'll start orienting by just silently repeating am. And the actual phrase is I am. We don't need the I part, but the am is resonating with presence. I actually think, this is just my opinion, but I think the term am is a generative term. I think it may be there's some sacred syllables or sacred words in Buddhism. They're called dharanis. They're words that don't have any meaning of their own, but they're considered to be energetic combinations of sounds. And I think am is one of those. Again, that's just my perspective. So we'll do the meditation, and as we orient towards it, then I'll guide you through the am. But really, rather than getting too connected to the word, really get in touch with what it's representing, the generativeness, the here-ness, the immediacy, the potency of this moment, the potency of the field that we're in and what's here, the presence of the absolute. So really let yourself land in that, both the love and the presence quality, the amness. So go ahead and seat yourself in your meditation posture. Again, start with a few deep belly breaths to settle. Feel your contact with the floor. If you can sense our Mother Earth, feel her support, her life-giving support, holding each of us in this moment. And bring your awareness to the hara. Find that grounded seatedness of consciousness and awareness. And although we orient to the hara in the body, in the belly of the body, it really is outside of the body definition. So the hara can exist in our consciousness even if we can't place a body, even if we are without a form. We can still have a landedness in the hara somehow in our awareness. So let yourself feel that deep-seatedness of the hara, the grounding, a little bit of the here-ness I've been talking about with presence. Using your in-breath, invite awareness into the heart area, opening to contact the innate goodness or the pure love of the absolute, whatever's in your experience in this moment. And just open to it. You're not trying to grab it or hold on to it. You're just opening to the contact with these heart qualities of the absolute. Relax into it, just feeling that warm sweetness, that beautiful, bright, fluffy white cloud. A deep sense of okayness. Everything is okay just as it is. Let go of any place of contraction or tension, any optional stress in your body. Just open it just a little, relaxing just a little. Be willing to loosen your identity, to not know exactly who you are. It's okay to feel like we're a question mark. As you open and surrender any doing, just be with a white, bright, fluffy cloud of love. Let go of anything that you can encounter. Surrender everything to the pure love of the Absolute. And then we'll orient toward this fluffy white cloud of love, recalling the sacred symbol Am. 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 That orients us to the presence quality of the Absolute, the solidity, the sense of viscosity in the field. Our field is a little thicker than ordinary space. There's a substance here, a reality that's not conditioned or created. a profound nowness. Let your awareness rest in this beautiful love and profound presence of the Absolute as we sit silently for about 30 minutes, and then I'll ring the bell.